Hey everybody, what's up? Happy Thursday. Welcome to another episode of When Ladies Talk. I'm your girl, Latanya Michelle. Next to me, I have my girl, Nikki Jules.
Hey!
And Tarina.
Hello.
Tarina, how long are we sticking with Tarina?
This is it. We just.
Okay. I just have to make sure, because
I'm reverting.
I have to make sure. You guys, happy freaking Thursday. I hope you guys have had a great day. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us, to show us love, to support us. Last week, y'all showed out. And y'all got us super hyped, and we thank you, and we appreciate y'all. I have to let y'all know, if y'all enjoyed us last week, we're here for part 2 of Let's Talk About Sex. Before I start, ladies, I need to hear really quick about some of the comments that you guys heard about the show last week.
Well, I'll go first. So I got girlfriends and their significant others calling, telling us how good the show was, how we were on point. They definitely said we were on fire. So they loved last week's show. They loved how open we were and how we were coming from a truthful place about our own experiences. So that was most of the calls. They said we really look good, of course, in the whole outfit and dressed up. They love that we played the part. Right. They definitely love that we play the part. I did get a comment about, telling your personal business live. And, some people were like, well, how are you going? I shouldn't say some people, a couple of people were saying, well, are people going to respect you in business for telling your personal business? And I just had to tell them, here's the thing. There's 2 different places. It's business and it's personal. And anyone that says that they don't have, 2 different lives is lying. I mean, you do have a personal life and a business, but people overall loved the show. Loved it. They love we read their comments and all that. They loved it. Last week was fire.
Nikki?
I enjoyed the comments. I thought, on the thread, we had a lot of audience engaging. I was manning all of the different channels in which the watch parties, a few people hosted watch parties for our show, which was fabulous. So I was reading off the comments, and overall, a lot of people did like that we were authentic in our responses. Although, people were poking at me to say certain things or whatever, but it's not just about our lives; it's about the lives of everyone and how we all encounter different emotions, reactions to different things regarding sex. It's a broad topic. I think we can go on and on and on with this, but people had some really good things to say. We had a lot of interaction from the men.
Yay!
Yes, thank you.
From the men, we love our men. About how they think versus how we think, and any platform where we can create dialogue amongst the sexes is a great thing. So we're here for it. That's why we couldn't capture it all in one session. That's why there's part 2. So
part 2. Y'all ready?
Yes.
First question.
I'm sorry. Let me shout out a few people. Hey, Tanya, Krishna, Tamika, Rondell is back, y'all, from last week.
Hey.
Yes. Thank you. Welcome back.
So let's get this first question started.
Okay.
Women, what are your thoughts on friends with benefits? We know men do it and love it or whatever, but women, in order for the men to do it, we have to do it too. What are your thoughts on friends with benefits?
So are we going to clarify or give a...
Let me clarify. Yes. Let me clarify. Okay. Friends with benefits is someone who, I'll give you an example. Friends with benefit is someone who you guys don't have any attachments. You guys could be friends. You could be cool And you don't have to be cool, but you guys meet up every so often and you have a great night of sex. Great night of sex. It could be more, it could be less, but there's no attachment. You're not going to get mad if you see them with somebody else and stuff, but you guys have great sex on a normal basis. You know, and keep in mind. Okay, go ahead.
Okay,
Serena, tell us your thoughts.
So, my opinion is that, again, and I say this every week. If you go back to communication and everyone is having proper, effective communication, all parties have agreed to it, I don't think it's anything wrong with it. Now, for me personally, even if I was to agree to have friends with benefits, I don't think that I would be okay out seeing someone with someone else. I don't know. I don't think that I would be okay with that. Just the way I'm set up. I just don't. I mean, I don't think I would be okay with it, but I would expect the other person to be okay with it. But
so it's a double standard.
I do have some double standards. Yes, I do. I mean,
at least you're real with it. I like
yeah, I do.
Nikki?
Okay, my thoughts on it is, hey, it's a benefit. Hence the term friends with benefits, right? There's no emotional attachment involved, and you are clear from jump what it is. You know, I've heard different stories how people, women, you know, a lot of men, I have a lot of guy friends, they told me that women can't handle that, or women eventually get emotional about it and all this other stuff like that. But I've also heard stories from the women that says, hey, these guys, all of a sudden he wants to be my boyfriend. And it's like, no. You can't, no, we're friends with benefits. There's no emotional attachment. So basically, at this point in the game, or at this stage in my life, a lot of my girlfriends' lives, you know, some people have them, some people don't. You know, I'm not in your bedroom, you're not in mine.
Right.
Whatever people do, what makes them happy, so be it. I don't necessarily think it's wrong if both parties agree. You know,
but here's the
wait, hold up. Some people are in a friends with benefits
and don't know it.
And don't know it.
Right.
I you know what? I think that friends with benefits is safe if you don't have feelings for the person. I think it's safe for that one person that you maybe have a one night stand with, or a good lover you used to talk to, and they're excellent at making you feel good and working your body, but you have no emotional, like you said, no emotional attachment. Because if you like the person, or if they're interested in you, the more time that you spend with them, you're going to want to be with them and stuff. So I think friends and benefits only works out when you don't have feelings for that person, you know.
But that's the thing, though. You're 100% right, and I do agree. If you don't catch feelings, I just feel like somebody is going to catch feelings. It, me, him, somebody. I don't know how you do that. I don't know how you not catch feelings being with a person. I don't. Somebody's gonna catch feelings. It's all good until somebody catch feelings.
Yeah, but how?
You know
long
what? I have to be honest.
Say that last.
How long? What?
Right.
Friends with benefits. How long do those situationships or whatever last? Normally?
There's no time frame on it, right? Because just like a relationship, no one can say how long a relationship or a marriage or anything is going to last. So you can't put a time frame on when friends with benefits last. It probably lasts until the person finds somebody they want to be in a relationship with, or don't like that person anymore. I don't think it's a cutoff. I don't think it's like, okay, 3 months, I'm done with you. I don't think it worked like that.
So I have to be honest. I'm laughing because y'all let O on here, and O is about to turn it up tonight. So yeah, okay. So before I say what I gotta say, he says this doesn't work. The first time she get the heat of the meat, we are together.
Lies.
That's one of my favorite people. And he can get away with that. He can get away with that.
Lies,
Oh,
lies on top of lies on top of lies. Okay.
We're not gonna get into that. But okay, let me say this. Let me say this.
Tanya says, I might have, and I have feelings for you, but if I see you with someone else, it's about me, whether I like you or not.
I ain't mad at her. I am not, and I'm the same way.
Yes.
I'm selfish. I am very selfish. So I want it all to be about me. So I totally agree with her.
Wow.
Totally agree.
So I had a situation where I moved to Atlanta after being in DC area for like forever, and you can't date in Atlanta. I mean, it's gotta be you gotta find a unique person to date in Atlanta. And I'm gonna say that.
Wait, why? What do you mean?
Because we have a lot of DL brothers here, and there's so many women. There's so many women here. So for every one man, there's 4 women. You know, so you take chances. You know, and don't get me wrong. There's some good guys here. So I had a friend in the DMV, and I used to go back to the DMV all the time. And even before I left, we had a connection, and that was his role. I would go to his house. We would watch TV. We would do what we do. Oh, he would cook dinner for me. He would cater to me. Do what we do. Beautiful. Sleep together. Wake up the next morning, take showers, and then I would leave. And we may not talk to each other again for a month or 2. You know, and how we met was we was liking each other in the beginning, and he wasn't ready for a relationship because he had just got out of one. So we had already crossed the line, and he was good at what he did. And so we started that. You know, I'll be honest with you, we started that, and I kind of didn't want to walk away from that. But I realized that I really didn't like him, but I liked what he had to offer. But that's been years ago, but it's the truth. I mean, and it was convenient to me because I lived here.
Right.
We didn't have to have conversations. It would be like, yo, I'll be in town. He'd be like, all right, what you want to eat? And he could throw down. He could throw down in so many different ways. So hey.
How did you cut that off?
I told him. We cut it off at first, and I was good. But then I realized the good things that I had, and I tried to go. We started back up, but I had to cut it off because I realized I'm not going anywhere with this. Like, and it just wasn't worth it. Like, I don't know. I think I'm at a point in my life where friends with benefits is not really doing anything for me.
I agree. I mean, first of all, I'm 51 and I only have 49 years to live. So, so I mean, I don't want friends with benefits. I don't want a one-night stand. I don't want any of that. I mean, I want a relationship, a lasting relationship, a significant other. I'm even open to marriage again, which people would even stab me in my eye, because if you had asked me that 4 years ago, I would have been like, hell no. But I mean, because I wasn't open to it. I just really was not open to it. But I'm open to, you know, settling down and all of that. So that doesn't work for me. But I do find that even at our age, that's still where people are. That's still where a lot of my girlfriends are. That's where a lot of my male friends are. They are still friends with benefits and one night stands. And I'm like, I don't want the Monday through Friday anymore like I used to have. So,
you know what? I get the settling down. And we may have touched on this last week, but I have to say this. I have to bring that back up again. Good sex is important. It's very, very important. Good sex is a deal breaker in my world.
Ding, 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 ding. Double ding. Yes.
I mean, I want a good relationship, and I want a good man, y'all. I'm not trying to knock nobody, but good sex on a normal basis, creativity is so, so important. We have been that woman for all these years where we just like, okay, honey, okay, missionary, let's go to the bed. We're going to be in the bed at 9 o'clock, and we know what you're going to do, and you're going to do 2 positions. We're going to do missionary, and then I'm going to turn around. We're going to do doggy style. We're not going to do anything else because you don't know how to do anything else. And
wait. What was that? An upbringing?
conditioning. That is conditioning.
For so long,
Right.
It's just normal, because remember, women weren't allowed to go down on a man before. Black women wasn't allowed to do any of that stuff. And so there's so many things that we have accepted. It's time for us to have our sexual freedoms as women. And I'm not saying go sleep with a bunch of men. Find that one man and work it.
I agree.
Agreed.
I agree. I agree. Some of us may have to take some classes every now and then, which, I'm totally fine with. I am totally fine with taking classes, and I have taken classes, and I'll continue to take classes. But yeah, I agree. Find that woman and one person, and you right, just work the shit out of that. So, but we have to be friends first. Like you have to be my best friend. You have to be my best male friend. And we have to have an attraction. And I said that last week. When I see your name come up on that text, it does something to my body. So
wait, hold up.
That's what
wait, hold up. Blink Chick said, what classes are you guys taking?
Girl,
I'm not taking a class.
I'm not taking a class.
Okay, well, Latrina has taken. Oh no, wait, what? Who am I this week? I'm getting confused.
Karina.
Oh, right.
Reveal my other name.
So, Tarina, tell us about these classes, because I don't know. I didn't get the memo. I need to know about these classes.
What? My wine glasses?
Classes.
Oh, classes. Okay, let me take a sip. So, the classes are pole dance classes, chair dance classes. Those get twerk classes, which I still don't know how to twerk, but I took that class. I took how to properly arouse a man class, how to a penis class.
A plethora of classes.
Can you talk about the penis class?
Anybody that's open to taking a said class like that, I am sure you can use our friendly Google.com.
Yeah, I took my girlfriends and I took that class before the pandemic. I think it was very early this year. I think we took that class, and it was enlightening. And it works, So yeah, y'all should take some classes.
It works. But okay, so I just want to know, and I'll go Google it if I need to. If we need to go to the next subject, I'll Google it. But what's the penis classes about? I just want to know.
So
I think I've seen
next
it
topic. Next topic.
I think I saw that on Sex and the City where they teach you. Let me. They teach you how to properly perform fellatio.
Yes, they teach you how to do that, and how to stroke, and just all of that. Things related to the penis. Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. What's up? What else are we talking about tonight?
Tarina, what was our next question?
So look, I need my fan and everything, right? Y'all done got me all hot and bothered. So another question is, how important is it for a wife to be a wife and a freak? She needs to be classy, but she needs to be that freak in the bed for her significant other or, husband or whatever. So how important is that for you ladies? Because we've all been married, right? So even if it's not your husband, but your significant other, how important do you ladies think that is?
I would say that it's very important, but I will say, and I've heard this in my girlfriend circles, etc., that sometimes, and I would love men, if you're paying attention, listen, and if you chime in, make a comment about what I'm about to say, because maybe you can debunk the myth or whatever. But I've heard situations where the man, once he marries somebody, he puts his wife on this pedestal, and he may not want to see her in that fashion. Right?
That makes a lot of sense.
So what winds up happening, though. So my thing is that you put the wife on a pedestal because you don't want to see her. Like I've heard guys say stuff like, she ain't, she can't do that because she got to kiss my kids goodnight or stuff like that. Yeah, like and I don't know where that comes from.
I don't even.
Krishna said bullshit.
But so what winds up happening though, I feel like the reason why I say that's bullshit because I would like to think that the man would like to know that his wife that can man the household, raise the kids, do all of this other stuff, also turn into this woman or whatever that he needs in the bedroom. Because what winds up happening, you wind up like I've seen situations where the guys they'll go out and cheat because they decide they want to be with a freak. Meanwhile, their wives have all the freaks in them.
Right.
But because they don't come at their wives like that, because they put their wives on these pedestals, then chaos and stuff happens. But then when you find out that the wife is doing something, she's usually with that dude that's throwing her around, smacking her around, and all this other crap. You know what I'm saying? Doing.
Well, I don't want you to throw me or smack me, but
I'm just saying.
No, I don't.
I'm just saying because I think we as women, we all have it in us, and I would like to think, as a wife, you would want to be all of these things, and you would want to have all of these experiences with your husband. But hell, if you put me on a pedestal and I can't get my stuff on, wait, is that a comment? We got a comment from Octavius.
Yeah. Oh, yes, he has a great comment.
Hold on. He said it's very important. In order to say I do, you have to keep the spontaneity of car sex, be the same freak we view her as when we met her. Yeah, but you know what, Octavius? I'm going to say this. And nobody ever asks usually the man. When they get married or whatever in a serious relationship, nobody really asks the guy, what do you expect? You know what I'm saying? Nobody never asks the guy. It's always about the woman, the dress, the wedding, and all that. Nobody asks God, what do you expect in your wife? Because if I had a husband, if my ex-husband would have said, well, I expect you to be XYZ and basically in a box, I'd be like, that's not the one for me. We're going to have to change your mind, or if that's how you really think, that's not me.
Right.
But so what? You know what? It makes a lot of sense what you say to me, in my opinion, because it seems like, I don't know if it's the type of guys that I've dated in the past or whatever. It's like once they date you, they want to be buck wild. But once they get you in a relationship, they turn like that. Like they want you just to be calm. And I'm like, yo, what happened? Like, wait, hold up, So I always believe that, I think we're supposed to cater to our man. We're supposed to do the role playing. We're supposed to do whatever our men need to help them with their fantasy so they don't step out. I think it's very important that we're classy and ladylike when we're out in public, unless he is a real freak in public and he like, okay, we can sneak over and do this. But I mean, like you're supposed to be the best representative and you are that woman in his life. So be the freak. One of the best movies that I've seen when it comes to relationships is I think I like my wife. Chris Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Rock. Mm-hmm. And the biggest lesson that I learned from that is that as women, we need to be a man's wife and his mistress, because his mind needs to be stimulated, and why can't we be the one stimulating it?
But
just my thoughts.
What about my mind? We just
listen. I think with the man, if you cater to a man the right way and treat him the right way, he's gonna give it to you. I think men are that simple. I do. I think that sometimes we have to step in and change it up a little because they may not do it because they don't want to violate you. But if they see you doing it and they see you're catering to them and being adventurous and stuff, I believe that they are going to cater to you and do all kinds of stuff to you with the right one.
Well, when I was married, I was a Catholic school.
Oh, it's so stupid.
Oh God, I have to go back to that. I feel so sorry for him. I do. I swear to God.
He said he wants his woman to be a hoe.
I'm not mad at him because
I'm not either.
Now, knowing what I know and knowing me now and my body and my likes, I think I'm some kind of hoe. You know, so I like, I'm not a hoe, but I like hoe shit. You know, so I don't know what that makes me. I don't know what that makes me.
It's a definition of a hoe. Help me out first.
I mean, I not a hoe. I just like freaky stuff. That
ownership, HOE.
That I
everything.
You look that word up.
Yeah, look it up. I just like, you know, I like wild stuff that I didn't think I liked before. And I do like that, you know, let's go in a corner somewhere and do something out at the restaurant. And I do want to have my trench coat on with this on, and that's it. I do like all that stuff. Now, I didn't know that about me before. It was there. I'm sure.
Right. Listen, y'all, I'm sorry, but this is funny to me with the trench coat because the stuff we was doing in the 80s. She's just catching up.
First of all, I never did the shit, right?
I love it.
2020. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Oh,
it makes you feel good. It makes you feel good.
I'm going to do it. It's anything that I think I want to do, I'm going to do it, period. I told y'all I got 49 years to live. And I only figured out a few years ago what Trina liked, what Trina wants, and I'm just doing it. Period.
Go for it.
If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. I tried it and I did it.
Okay.
Let's talk about that. Next topic. Out the house sex.
What?
Out the house sex.
Out the house sex. That's the best kind of sex for me.
Okay.
That's the best kind
better
of
word.
Wait, what? What was the
public sex?
Public sex, I'm all about that too. I'm all about going to the park. I'm all about if we driving down the highway. I'm all about let's pull over at the rest stop. I'm all about all of that. I told you I'm some like a hoe, so I'm good with it.
So you have hoe tendencies?
I have. Thank you, Nikki. I have hoish tendencies.
I know hoish is when you're with a group of different people. I didn't know hoish.
Okay, so let's
one person.
Let's be clear. If that's what it means, that's not what I'm referring to.
I'm wrong, but
let's be real clear. If that's what it means, that's not what I'm referring to.
Right. I just want to make sure.
I'm talking about with that one person who is my best friend and my man. That's who I'm talking about. So yes,
I would agree with that. I would agree with that. Somebody had said too much catering is not good though.
Well, what's too much though?
What does that mean?
Yeah, what I don't know what that means.
Dorinda, you might get in this group here. She's on watch party live. Dorinda, she said too much catering is not good. Guys that's listening, y'all agree with that? I mean, I guess so. I wonder if she means ration it out.
Oh, so wait, Ann Fine said you're a freak, not a hoe. Thank you, because that whole thing had me twisted for a minute.
I like that better.
That had me twisted. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm a freak and I'm good with that.
Right.
It's
so I'm waiting. Okay. Meanwhile, in between time, let's see if okay, so she hasn't responded yet. But anywho, yes. Okay, so what else we got going on? Because so we got some comments on here. Stephanie said, "I'm here for public sex." It's so
I know that's right, Steph. That's right.
Okay. Patty agreed with you that Catholic school held y'all back.
Patty and I were together.
Did you see that Tony Braxton? Didn't Tony Braxton come out and say, or one of them came out and said she wished she had more sex when she was younger?
Oh, I don't know, but I wish I had her.
Okay, and then Lem said he missed the question. Lem, pay attention, babe.
Wait, said men like hoes more than freaks. Oh, you gotta tell us what your definition of hoe is.
Okay, so
I don't want
no men that's in here. Definition of a hoe and a freak in it, and are any of them good?
Right.
It can be. It can be for that one.
Yeah.
So you talk about Tarina, I have to
Yeah.
keep looking at your name. You know,
Me
so
too.
like,
And I have to pay attention when you say it. So go ahead.
Okay. So, you know, you're talking about being this buck wild with your best friend and all of that stuff. How do you get to that point? Because it takes some time before that person becomes your best friend and all of that stuff, you know? So do you save the sex until you get to know him?
I would say, yeah. Well, here's the thing for me. So I either like you like right off the bat or I don't, because it's an instant connection for me. So, and then throughout conversation and dates, you know, so it's kind of short for me. It don't take me like forever to figure out that we have a connection and we can make something work. So
5 minutes.
yeah, that shit don't take long.
You already know. I think at a certain
Right.
age, you already know. You can look at somebody, you can have a conversation with them. You already know.
Right.
Dorinda actually responded back and said, the reason why too much catering is not good because they will expect it all the time.
And
That's
what's wrong?
interesting. I just went through this, like, but expectation is a good stuff, because if you both giving it and you both catering to each other, why not let the good times roll?
That's true. Dorinda, I don't know what else.
And we got to the point, that we're so used to just the norm that we can't break out of it and constantly always be happy or constantly always have good sex and good communication and all of that stuff. Like, I what'd she say?
I'm laughing. No, I'm laughing at the comments. Okay, so Octavius.
Don't read this shit no more. Don't read this shit
No,
no more.
hold up. He defined in his mind, as a man, he said, hoes do anything strange. Freaks have limits. Look at all the movies.
This ain't no movie. This shit is real life. So I don't know what the hell you talking about. Look at the damn movies. This is real life we talking about, no damn
That's
movie.
pretty deep though. That's a good, I like that.
Well, I'm definitely a freak because I have limits. So I don't know what those limits are.
Nikki, we got real quiet. Like, next topic.
I don't know what those limits are, but I'm pretty sure I got some limits. I'm pretty sure.
Next topic. Okay, here's the next question. We're gonna move on. Thank you all for your explanation. You helped me a lot. Thank you.
So
I think I have. Listen. Nope. Next topic. Next topic. Okay. How do y'all deal with men? Have you ever been with a man who hasn't been circumcised?
No, ma'am.
Yeah.
No, ma'am.
Have you? I mean, have you? Nikki, have you ever dealt with a man who hasn't been circumcised?
Yes.
Did you find that very?
I mean,
that's not a bad thing. It could be different. It's different than dealing with a man who has been circumcised.
Is it different? Are you asking that?
Yeah, I'm asking. Is it?
Well, word on the street is that there's not really a difference. It's just a matter of visual.
Well, this is a topic that I know nothing about, and I don't want to know anything about it. I don't want to experience it, but I'll listen to you ladies. So, and I don't know anyone that has experienced this. I don't have girlfriends that have, talked to me about this or had this discussion or anything. So I don't know the difference.
A lot of women are saying they just don't like the way it looks and they don't think they could do it. But I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, like when you think about stuff like that, does it still work? If it still works, I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, because one of the things about dealing with people that's not circumcised as men is that you deal with the cleanliness. Because
of course, I mean, you got to be dealing if that's even an issue or a factor that we got to consider. I mean, we do have to consider it. But if there's any inkling that may not be a transaction, be due to different things happening down there, then we're not even going, like, the conversation is over. Like,
it just makes me think dirty.
Is it clean?
It just makes sense.
Like, it should be clean, right? I would like to think that we're not, just because, you can't shame everybody. just because that person has that situation, it's not their fault. Their mother didn't,
I'm personally not shaming. I mean, I guess my whole thing is that.
Is there a difference?
Is there a difference? Yeah.
I would say no. Actually, believe it or not, to me, I think it makes it. I don't know what it is. I think it makes it look bigger than it is. I don't know.
Girl, and let me sip my wine because
if he is not circumcised and has a little penis, that's a problem. Yes, that's a big problem.
Well, Melanie said it's nasty, and she blamed his mama and daddy. I ain't mad at you, Melanie.
Next topic.
Yeah, what else we got, Trina?
Next topic.
Next one. Well, Melanie said I blame her mama.
Same mama, poor thing.
So the next topic is, how do you talk to your mate, or do you even talk to your mate about intimacy and if they're doing things properly and your wants and needs, for sex?
I would say that I read this in a book, actually. I did. I was curious. I read this book, and what they said was, what they suggested for anybody, some people may be in a situation like that now. What they suggested was that you tend to harp on the things that you do like so much that they keep doing that thing versus doing the thing that you don't like.
That's when it comes to. I thought the question was when you want to spice up the game, like take it to another level.
I thought you said we want to tell them.
When you're ready to say, we got to do more than dog style and missionary. How do you tell somebody?
Well, me personally, I would just say so. I am a communicator. I believe that you don't get what you want by being quiet. You either do the action and or show, do the action, show and prove what you want, or just say it. Be like, let's spice it up. It's so many things. Let's throw out some ideas. You know what I'm saying? Like you could, one day go over to his house, your full length mink coat on and your rolls.
Wait, say it again. I'm taking notes. So go ahead. What?
And oh God, who spelled the host name wrong?
That's my alter ego, Kiana.
Yeah,
that's my alter ego.
Her name, sorry.
Kiana.
That's my alter ego name.
Felicia said, just let them know we all grown. I agree with you, Felicia. I agree with you totally. I think, I think that's a conversation that you should have in the beginning. Honestly, when you start talking to somebody, you need to find out where they are sexually. And I know I may be a little different than most, but that's an important conversation to me and stuff. Like,
absolutely.
I want to know what you want in life and where you're going in life and stuff. But like, if we get in a relationship, I really need to know where you are sexually, because that's an important factor, and I need to know before I fall in love with you, are we going to be just traditional stuff, or can we take it? Can we go outside? Can we just go out and hang at these meetings just to have good sex? Can we go in the bathroom, the dressing room, and all these different things?
But some conversations, you'll find some conversations make people uncomfortable, believe it or not.
They do. A lot of conversations do.
But that was my question. So are you saying that? Are you having those conversations? When do you have those conversations? Is that like in the beginning? You want to know really? So what do you ask? Because I've never asked those questions before.
So, you know what? Okay, so conversation is so important. Communication is so important. So when you're getting to know some person, like for instance, when I started talking to this one guy, he said 5 things that you need to know about me. He said what's 5 things that I need to know about you? So normally the normal person would be like, oh, I got a son and 2 grandsons and all of that stuff, but I broke mine down a little different. But my last statement was, I really am rooting Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B for their song Wet Ass Pussy. I'm really rooting for them because I think every woman, grown woman, should be proud of her body and what she has. And I think that if she's got the proper man, that should be a song that he needs to know about. Because he needs to make sure she's that was our first
Girl, ain't no way.
conversation.
Ain't no way. Ain't no damn way. I'm having a conversation like that on the first damn date.
First conversation.
I cannot. I cannot.
First conversation.
I'll
Because
send it in a text message. I'll send it in a
text message. It was a text message.
No, I would say stuff like, would you say that you are a sexually liberated person?
Because you don't
define that. Okay, well, do you have any inhibitions? Like, is there anything that's gonna stop you from being all you could be?
My thing is, I don't want to make you uncomfortable. This is who I am. You don't have to be that way because men will tell you up front all the time, oh, I do this, I do that. But when they get with you, you be like, but you ain't doing nothing. You know what I mean? But you got to I feel like you let them be the man or whatever, but you kind of be like straight up, this is me. This is my personality. And you get to choose. Am I going to ride with this or not? I love, he's so great. Oh my God, love.
And it sounds like macaroni. If it sounds like macaroni,
I hope you like macaroni.
Wait, he embarrassing me. Shit. And
listen, can you deal with a woman that's smaller than you?
Girl, y'all might do
that's interesting.
Felicia said if it makes you uncomfortable, if it makes either you are uncomfortable, you're with the wrong person.
You're with the wrong person. You're with the wrong, and you know up front, and you know not to waste your time.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never had those conversations. I've never asked the person for certain on the first date, what there's like, if they like sex and all that. I don't know, but I've learned some things. Maybe I need to, ask people that on the first date. I'll send a text message. I don't think I'm going to be sitting in your face when I ask you that because I'm too shy for that. But I'll say
she's too shy. I guess I just say this: like people sleep around on the first date. Why can't we talk about it?
We should be able to. I'm just saying what I don't think I can do unless I've had some tequila or something like that. Some truth serum where I can, speak on that. But I'm just saying I'm not really built to ask somebody that on the first date. I'm not truly a big girl yet. I'm getting there, but I ain't really no big girl just yet. So I don't know.
All good, babe. It's all good.
No, Krishna, you know what? Krishna said black people macaroni or white people macaroni. It better be black people macaroni. Rondell says 2 things we talk about. I'm for everything, but don't touch my booty. He wasn't on the call last week. But anyway.
No, he about that. Rondell was in the building. He was in a watch party. He was on another
okay. Okay.
And we're coming back to our main page so we can see your comment up front and personal.
Love it.
Lord have mercy.
So how do you guys deal with or have you dealt with if you've had to tell a man, this kind of goes back to circumcision, but if maybe not. So if there's a smell, have a man ever, told you there was a smell, or have you ever smelled anything from a man? And how do you deal with that?
I don't.
I've never experienced this, so I don't know how. I'm out of this one.
I don't. Next
topic.
Look.
Well, damn.
I'm just saying. Look, obviously, again, we're grown. Lem said it earlier. grown. You know, people should be clean. Hell, he said, come on, clean is clean. Who's not keeping themselves clean? Men have to worry about women's cleanliness as well. I mean, to me, this shouldn't even be a discussion. Not at my age. I can't. I'm not telling you nothing. Man, listen. No.
Yeah, if you have to tell that person, that's something wrong.
No.
I have a sensitive nose, so every time I see him after that time, I'm gonna smell. No. I remember going to a club in DC. I gotta tell y'all about this. And there was this bouncer. He was fine, like sexy, fine. Like you can get it, right? So he goes to give me a hug and everything. That man stunk. When I say the musk was so bad, it was just like I can't breathe. And every time I saw him after that, he would look sharp and everything. All I smelled was his funk from that night, and I just couldn't. Odor is bad. Odor is bad.
I remember I went on a date. I think it was one of my first dates after I got a divorce. Not only did this man smell bad, his breath smelled bad. He had stuff in his teeth, and I did this all night. When we were eating, I'm like, get that out, you know. So yeah, smells. I'm not gonna be able to. Oh my God, I'm not gonna be able to do any of that. I'm not gonna be able to do any of that.
So Tiffany brought up a good topic.
Oh God.
Now, her question was different, but I want to ask it a different way, Tiffany.
Okay.
What is it with men and having their nipples touched, rubbed, sucked, and all of that? What is men? What is that fetish? Like Tiffany said, what's wrong with the men who don't like it? But for the men that's listening, what is it about titties, your titties, that a woman touching it and rubbing on it? And so what does it do?
Well, here go your foolish ass friend Octavius. He said it tickles.
I love him. That's my dog. That's my dog for life. That's my boy.
Yeah, he said it definitely tickles. So I don't know. Rondell said the same thing too. He said it's his weakness.
So it's a turn on. Well, we know it's a turn on.
Some men don't like it because they feel like if you messing with that, it's like you feeling on them like they a bitch.
I don't know, but I'm taking notes. And
I ain't never met that man before. Ever.
You what? What you said?
I ain't never met that man before, because that's what a man's weak spot. That's another weak spot that we talked about part 2. This is part 2. We talked about the weak spot last week. That's what I have never met a man who did not like that.
I agree. I totally agree.
That was weird. I have had it, and it turned me off from the guy. Oh wow!
Stephanie said she was turned way off.
I mean, I think it's a turn off. Like if the guy would be like, ooh, like make a sound.
Yeah, like right. Like if you start acting like,
Time out, Nikki. What did he say?
Y'all, I have to be honest. I can't wait till we change this topic, because this sex topic is crazy.
Nikki sweat. Look, I got my hair held up. I'm like, shit.
Look, moving right along. We got almost. How many minutes? 12 minutes left. My face is like, yeah, okay.
Tanya,
Melanie said,
I told you about turning on a man if you like to share.
Please share. Please share.
So, I hope I'm telling the right stories, because I have friends that we talk about sex all the time. So she says to turn it. So a guy is laying down and you're riding him with he can see your booty. So you're facing the wall, not him. So when you're riding him and stuff, you go down on him and start sucking his toe.
His what?
Toes.
I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm not gonna be able to do it.
Wait, hold on. What's that mean?
No, what does this mean?
Nope. You just lost your
We out of time. So,
you just lost your
y'all, I'm not sucking nobody's toes. Period.
Okay, wait, did she finish? Keep going.
we out of time. We are out of time.
So we were talking about different ways, to get a man going and stuff. And so she said, when you do that, it takes a man to a total different level, and you want to keep him. That's what you do.
I don't want to keep him. I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm all for the reverse, but I can't suck your toes. I'm not gonna be able to do that. I just threw up. In my mouth. I'm not gonna do it.
I honestly think, and I'm just my opinion. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna shut up because my inbox is going crazy. And no. Okay, so let me say this:
if I had a drink,
put your mask on.
Wait, Nikki, I have a drink. Look,
no. Listen, y'all. I honestly have to say this, and I'm gonna be honest with you, being LaTanya Michelle. This part, I'm waiting to get that right man. I'm waiting for that right man to come into my life, and anything that he wants to do, pretty much, we gonna do.
Wait, did you say that? Did you say that? Wait, did you say that white man?
Not white.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Oh,
right.
I mean, it's fine if you did. I just want to clarify.
Dang well, you didn't hear me say white.
I know. That's why I'm like, what this girl say, right? Look, Candy Love say, I'm with you. I ain't sucking no toes. Bye-bye. I know that's right. I'm not. It's some shit I'm going to do, but that, I'm just not be able to do that. I
massage your feet.
I can massage your feet and all that, but that in my mouth, I feel like I'm a vomit. I just feel like I'm going to throw up, so I'm not going to be able to do that. Oh, God. That is, oh, my God. My God.
I'm sure.
Rondell, listen, y'all. Rondell and Octavia is over here in the peanut galley. They're having a ball. They having a ball. Rondell is telling the man what he's supposed to do.
Oh, Rondell said,
he's talking about sticking his finger up her tail.
Rondell said,
go for it.
He said, stick the finger in the booty when she does the reverse. You better say it. I know that's right. I know.
She ain't gonna go down and make sure he's taking care of it. Girl.
She what?
You ain't gonna go down and make sure you ain't gonna suck his toes or nothing.
Okay, we just talked about the toes. That makes me throw up in my mouth a little bit. I'm not gonna be able to do that. But I'm with Rondell on stick the finger and all. I'm with him on that now. I'm with him on that, but I cannot suck toes. That just, I feel like I'm throwing up right now. So no.
Oh my Lord.
She drink another glass of wine.
Well, I didn't drink the whole fucking bottle on this show. Jesus Christ.
Ladies. We got 8 minutes.
Okay.
Look, Stephanie say I'm doing anything besides a threesome unless it's me and 2 men. I know that's right, Stephanie.
Go ahead, Stephanie. Go ahead, girl.
Wait, Tiffany, she said great way to keep the man going is put his hand on your head and let him hold and guide your movements while you're giving him head. Works every time. Wait, hold on. Let me say that slow.
That works.
Wait. Maybe I ain't understanding what she's saying. Okay, great way to keep
really trying to figure it out. She really trying to get her lesson right now.
Girl, you know, this whole thing is about lessons for me, right? Because I want to go home and play this. So yeah, this is all about lessons. So yeah. Okay, Tiffany, I get you now. Okay.
Yeah, I'm wondering, hopefully you're learning something this evening, everyone.
I know I do. I definitely have learned some things. So what about swingers, y'all? We ain't talk about swingers. Is that a bad thing? Because
I know some successful marriages that went down like that, but what I've heard and what I've read is all about trusting your partner. Like, you cannot be in that type of relationship if there's a lack of trust, or if you think your partner's going to step out with the other person and all of that. It doesn't work that way. But I've seen, and I've actually known some successful people that were doing that. Like, successful, in their relationship. No problems. Because they don't let nobody get in between them two. They just have this bond and they rock out.
Well, I can't say whether it's a bad thing or not because I've never done it. I don't think I'm open to it at all. To me, that kind of goes with sucking of the toes. I don't want to do that. I just don't think I would be able to do that. But I do know people that have gone to swingers clubs and are swingers and all that. And I mean, you're right, they're still married and I guess they don't have a problem with it, but
Right.
I just don't think that I personally could get down like that. I don't think again, because I'm selfish. Remember, I said I am selfish. So
Right.
I'm not,
I think that's a lot of people's sentiment.
That's the norm.
They're selfish with their man, and they can't stomach it.
yeah, I'm not, I'm way too selfish for that. So that's not gonna work for me.
Y'all can go to swingers club and people watch y'all, and y'all don't have to touch nobody or participate with everybody else, but they can
I
watch
don't
y'all.
want no strangers
Yeah.
watching me
That's
either.
like their eyes wide shut.
Right.
Yeah, it is.
But you know
right.
what though? There's been a surge of the polygamist or poly relationships that are even like I've been seeing more of it in our community. Black people's community where they're having these poly relationships and they look happy. I mean, look, it ain't for everybody. Some people look at it as, we're increasing our wealth. They all living in the same household. You got 3 incomes or 4, whatever it is. It's so big that they even have reality shows on it. Sister
Yes, they
Wives
do.
and all of that other stuff. So,
Well,
I mean-
Tommy said, I don't care. Ain't nobody touching my wife. I know that. I know that's right. I know that's right. And of course, your damn Octavius, he is all on you tonight, Tanya. He said, Tanya for president.
That's my baby.
Look,
That's my baby.
so Felicia said, Trina, if you're having sex, I'm not going to say that word that you said, Felicia. But she said, if you're having sex in public, what's the difference? I mean, it's in a public place. I didn't say that it was everybody could see exactly what I'm doing. I said in a public place. So for me, that's
a bathroom of a restaurant.
Exactly. I'm not saying, people looking and all that. I'm just saying that a public place, I'm open to a public place, but I ain't ass naked in a public place, so no.
Yeah, you're being inconspicuous, lifted up a skirt.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah.
Okay, ladies, we have 3 minutes left. Any closing words? 30 seconds.
I'm looking at the comments from the watch parties.
What they say?
Okay.
Somebody
said something. She said, "Not if you're rich." I don't. Oh, she said, "Negative on the toes. That's too much catering." Dorinda is not with the catering, honey.
She's not with at all.
She said, "Not with her catering." Well, she's with. I believe that she's with it, but not too much. You don't want to give everything away. I guess I don't know. I mean, we could talk about that. Do we? Are you rationing it out? Should you ration it out?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think you should play games.
I don't think we should old for that.
As a weapon, if you're mad.
No, we too old for that. We too old for all that rationing. I told y'all I have been deprived years ago. I'm trying to catch up. No, I don't have time for all of that. No, I want it all the time. I want it anywhere, just not from anyone. But ain't nobody got time for all that rationing and holding back. And no, we too old. Just do whatever you want to do, when you want to do it, where you want to do it.
Right.
My opinion.
Our topic for next week?
Well, I wanted to talk about cheaters, but you what y'all want to talk about next week?
She just said, oh, Lord, we're going to talk about cheaters next week.
I mean, I'm just saying, because
she got some things to let out, so we're going to talk about cheaters and dealing with cheaters next week. So that's our topic. Social media. Nikki, how can they follow you on social media?
Oh, God.
Okay. Social media. We got less than 1 minute left. Let me tell you, it's Nikki Jules across the board. Instagram, Facebook, what else is there? Twitter. Everything is under Nikki Jules. Also, too, I just want to say, follow us. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. We also have this live going on YouTube. So you know, if you didn't get to catch all of it, you can go back and watch it on YouTube, or you can watch it on our Facebook page platform. It's When Ladies Talk. If you hashtag, or if you see a comment, if you like what we're doing, definitely go to our page, drop a comment, and let us know how you feel.
All right. Follow me on Instagram, Mama Bear _23, and Facebook, Latrina Hunter, my government name.
I am Latanya Michelle on all the pages. See you guys next
you.
week. We love y'all. Bye.